Okay. Hello, my beautiful sister. Hello, mommy.
Hello, my love, my sister, Ñañay, Sumahulka Ñañay, Hermana Sagrada, Sacred Sister. Thank you for this beautiful moment and time that we are co-creating right now, as we call in the Andes, for this beautiful Rimanakui. Rimanakui means conversation, where we
Hmm.
feel each other in a circle.
Hmm.
Thank you.
That's so beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm very, very grateful for you taking the time to be here with me today, and that our video is going to be shared with our Lightworker group, the 144,000 Lightworkers. And it's always such a gift to have you here with us and sharing your deep wisdom and your big, beautiful heart, which you just bring
Mm.
with you. You just emanate so much love and this quality of acceptance and celebration of life. So I'm so grateful that you're here with me today and with us today. And maybe by way of an introduction, what I know about you is that you have created a beautiful healing center in the Sacred Valley in Peru, and it's called Pachamama Hampina Wasi. And perhaps you could share a little bit with us about who you are and your life path and what you're here to do.
Urpiyay Sankoyay Ñaña. Urpiyay Sankoyay is a Quechua word that my Quero family is a community, indigenous community in
Mhm.
Peru, and it's a way to express my heart is floating in your presence. My heart is so happy in your presence of you and all the brothers and sisters of the family, light workers, Rainbow Bridge, warriors, guardians, as we are. Mm, this is time for celebration. This is time, even though many things are happening in the world that is so hurtful to hear and see and acknowledge. At the same time, is many beautiful things happening. Is many transformational ways, and the communities coming together, and people, each of us, claiming our sovereignty in our ways to live, in our ways to see, to feel, and act, and do, and believe. And this is certainly my experience. Um, I'm from Peru. I've been raised in Cusco. My parents are from the Puno. The Aymaras is an ancient community. My grandmother is a Pukina, and it's way ancient than Quechuas and Aymaras, close to the Tiahuanaco time. And this is my lineage. For many years, uh, I got my degree and I went to US and I get my career, like any of us trying to accomplish and do what society tell us. But when you have a soul contract, when you have a commitment that you done it before you arrive to this earth, and when you have all those ancestors' lineage there, it's hard to escape to your calling. Sooner or later, the calling gonna be stronger and stronger, gonna be your face. And certainly these times, the mother and the spirits and all the assistance that we're receiving from the above, they are accelerating, they're making sure we are finding each other, meeting each other, our souls are connecting so we can encourage ourselves, so we can grow ourselves, we can feel and see and recognize each other. And this is what is happening right now, what we experiencing right now. That is a response of our ancestors' prayer, our helpers and assistance from above, and our own hearts, because we are creating every little thing. we are
Mm,
creating. And with that presence in my heart, I'm so grateful for this experience of life that I am having. With this comes everything, the sweetness, the spicy, the bitterness, every flavor, because that's all about what is life. And to be able to celebrate and be present for whatever experience you're living and we are living. I think
mm,
that is the main gift outcome that I'm getting as I'm building this ancestral center, Pachamama Hampina Wasi Ancestral Center. Because as I'm
mm,
building the place, so I'm building myself. I'm building my dreams. I'm building the prayers. We're creating and co-creating with every person who already come, who those who are coming, and those who already plant the seeds. So it is
mm,
all a co-creation. This is all about community, and this is what it's about these times. And this is the ancestral way. And this is what Pachamama Hambina was is embodying it and is being this beautiful structure physically that we're creating, but also is in a beautiful space of Mother Nature. Pachamama around the mountains in front of lake, Waipo Lake, around all the Mother Earth spine of the Mother Earth with glaciers. So that itself is a healing place that I've been given because I didn't know this land, even though I grew up in Cusco. I never been in this part of Cusco. How did I find it? Everybody asks, how did you find it? How did you come up with these ideas? And that made me stop and start looking back and I say, how did this happen? All this started when I put my desire from my heart. I said, I need to come back. I need to come back to Peru. And that was because my mom always wanted me to come back to Cusco. I was living in US for 17 years. And
mm,
I told mom, I will be back, but I need to find a piece of land to build a house. I'm not planning to come back to your house.
mm,
And so that's how it started, the journey. And I asked my mountain, in the Andes, we have our guardian angels. For us, is our mountains, our apus. And each
mm,
mountain, it has a name, and each mountain, it has a speciality, would say. Some mountains are healers, some mountains are therapy, some mountains are lawyers, some mountains are intermediaries, or some mountains are for to help you to have trips and accomplish material things. Every mountain has a gift,
mm.
and we connect with them. So I have my mountain, and I've been connected even though I was living in US. I connect with him, and I call on him. I say, I want to be by you. I want to know you. I want to be around water, but I want to be with you. Basically, that was the prayer.
Mm.
And he brought us here.
Wow.
Yes, it's just one thing lead to another, and then we were ready to buy the land, another
Mm,
land with my husband, and that
mhm.
person come. He said, "You want a land with water, with a lake?" I said, "Yes, we want that." So he took us. And when I got to the lake, Waipo Lake, I asked him, "What is the name of the mountain?" And he said, "It's Wanakauri, my mountain." I
Oh,
cry. I cry
oh,
and I say, "You did it. You brought me here."
oh my goodness. Oh,
Then I knew everything just gonna be fine. And
mm,
so
this
we
is
initially
destiny.
we were buying the land by the lake. Then we find out that we couldn't build by there. So we because it's close to the lake. I went to the lady, the owner, I said, I cannot build here. I need to have a land where I can build a house. And then she said, "Well, I have a land there." She pointed a hill. And I say, yeah. So I come to the hill. Nothing was here, just a hill, a mountain, not even
Mhm.
um, um, a path to with that car to come, and
Mm.
nothing. And I come to the land and I look everything. I say, this is it. This is the place. Immediately I feel connected, and everybody was calling me crazy. So there is no electricity, there is no water, there is no road, nobody lives close by. Are you planning to build a house here? I say, yes, and I'm gonna build a center.
Because you knew it was your destiny.
Yes. And
Mhm.
that's how the spirit talks to you, mommy, because I never planned this way, but they take you in the way. And if you just allow it, right, and
Mm.
surrender, you will be just amazed for the abundance that is there for us. Of- And of course, it was many voices of my family and my friends telling, "Are you crazy?" And even but my I feel home. I feel home. And I said, yes, I don't know what we're gonna do. Gonna
Oh.
do. Yeah, that's how it started. And then it just we opened the door and the help come. The mother every time I call for it. Even when there wasn't money, because when we start building, it's not like I have a lot of money. Um, I moved from US to here, start a new life in 2022 with my kids. And it was
Mm.
a huge transformation for them and for me.
Mhm.
And I believe that took all of us, my husband and my kids, to create this beautiful center in our own way. We did our part. So I
Mm.
feel Pachamama Hampina Wasi is a center that's being grow by a family. And the beauty of this is my husband is a Caucasian
Mhm.
man and born in US. My kids are mixed. I am very indigenous, 98% native.
Mhm.
And I say this is the time where the condor and the eagle come together. And
Mm.
we building and creating this place, but with those two energies. Because when we bought the land, my husband has received some heritage from her father's side, and we bring the money to buy the land. So that's the seeds of her ancestors there, here, are seeds
Wow.
from my ancestors here. And what more beautiful that we are creating a healing place for humanity, for us to
Mm.
come to reconciliate
Mm.
as humans, because we just not carry the pain and sorrow and the struggles that we live in this life. We carry the history of our ancestors, of our territories, over the ancestral communities, how we struggle, all the history we carry. Until
Yeah.
we don't bring it to consciousness, we cannot heal. But when we recognize this is the story, and now we're here, we want to celebrate that we're here to recognize each other, to
Mm.
acknowledge ourselves, our paths, to acknowledge that we are responsible of the prayers of our grandparents, our parents, that because they always want a best life for us, a better life for us,
Mhm.
to be happy, to just have an abundance. And we are living now that, how we can express the gratitude to them, and how we can honor their pain and their sorrow too, because it's all of that, embrace all of that. So this is
Wow.
Pachamama Hampina Wasi, a container.
So beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you for allowing me to reflect.
Thank you for bringing your sacred story and sharing this. I'm moved too. My eyes are leaking too. It's how you know that there's beautiful truth being spoken. And your words are so uplifting for anyone who is struggling to find their way and
Mm,
knowing that they have a calling, and also to learn to listen to their heart and where they're being called, because your story, I think, will resonate for a lot of people in terms of their own calling and their feeling called. And also what you spoke about the seeds being planted from our ancestors, and how our ancestors, you know, my sister, she sent me this thing that said, you are the answers. You are the answer of your ancestors' prayers.
mm,
Yeah. So when we really think about that and let that land, our our ancestors have been praying for a better life for us. And so we carry that in our bodies, these prayers. And so when you're sharing about that, about how you're bringing these prayers to fulfillment, and also holding the energies of all of their pain and suffering, and that we're here to heal
mm,
that lineage with gratitude, and being able to hold the container for all of that.
mm, mm,
It's not just about, well, we have abundance now, so let's forget it all. You know,
mm,
it's not like that. It's about, with honor and reverence,
mm,
holding the container for all the pain and suffering and sacrifice that has
mm,
brought us to this place. And with all these gifts, we have all this gratitude for all that has gone before,
mm.
and knowing that we can, with this knowing, we're creating the world that they dreamt of for.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm.
So thank you for bringing in all these elements for us today, because I feel the depth of that. I feel that in this now moment, that stretching into the past and holding all that went before us, and then
Mhm,
into the future, also holding all that is to come.
mm,
So, what a beautiful
mm.
moment to pause in time. I think that's why we both had to be quiet for a minute there, because it's like we're really feeling how big this is, this moment. Yeah.
Yes. Mm. How important, as we are embracing this moment, contemplating this moment, and how important is to contemplate that too, so we don't forget. And the beauty of the ancestral path is that there is ancestral communities, indigenous communities, original people.
Mhm.
They practice the ways. They are in connection, they are in relationship with nature, with the elements,
Mhm.
ceremonies, rituals that we practice, that is being transferred, teaching from our ancestors to this point. And there is so many of the ancestral communities that they are being there, doing their work, protecting and praying and doing and keeping the harmony that we
Mm.
don't even acknowledge, but they are praying and they're going through a lot of uh, violence still.
Mm.
Um, and nobody's being even noticed or recognized. And by us taking this moment to just acknowledge our own ancestors, but
Mhm.
coming also expanding this to those original people, First Nation people, uh, ancestral communities that they are still holding high
Mhm.
in those ways to keep the spiritual balance, the balance in the weather, in the climate, and all those elements that allow us to enjoy this life. If we
Mm.
just start also to
Mhm.
acknowledge and see and recognize that ancestral roots that is all planted in the whole planet and in each of us too, but we forgot somehow.
Mhm.
We forgot. We've been so uh, impacted by how the system is programming us. Be away from nature. Do not touch soil. Don't walk barefoot. Don't protect yourself from everything that is outside. Put
Mhm.
some skin protection. Put some chemicals in your body so you cannot be sting. All
Yeah.
of that is just disconnecting us from our nature. And it's not even making us feel or think, what is that? What is sustaining me really? What is really nurturing me? What is really me keeping me alive?
And
Right?
I remember you talking about all of the ancestral, um, the things that our ancestors knew. And you were talking about talking to the wind and talking to the rain and talking to the mountains and the plants and this communication. And when you were talking about the indigenous people who've been doing these ceremonies forever and continuing to do them, I was really struck by you talking about when you went to the US and just the how many of us are displaced people,
Mm,
how many of us have had our ancestors have to move from where they come from, where they had that deep connection with the land. And that in itself is part of what has disconnected us
mm,
because so many people have moved from where they're from.
yeah.
And I'm feeling that I've got this,
Mm,
my arms and my legs are lit up with this feeling of, what it is to be displaced people.
mm,
And when you talked about coming home to your sacred mountain and the one that your guardian who you pray to, who takes care of you, I wonder if you could speak a little bit more about the ancient technologies that our ancestors had for communicating with the elements, just like you communicate with your mountain.
mm, mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. You know, when you grow and you're being raised in this way, it's normal for you, right? To say, Alimpunchay, gran abuelos, gran abuelas. The first thing I do when wake up, I look at them and I greet them. Good morning. Thank you for being here and let's have a good day, right? And put my prayers there if I'm needing something or asking for them to guide me and hold me. It's like the simple conversation, when you take a deep breath and you feel the waira, which is the spirit of the air, and you say, wow, I'm alive and thank you. I can breathe. When I turn on the light, the candle, I say, welcome, Mama Nina, Papa Nina. So the spirit of the fire, welcome, because now your light is here, your warmth is here, and everything gonna be beautiful today.
Mm.
And when I start touching the water, when you just take a shower, right? You talk with the mother water, you say, good morning, mother. Thank you for being here. And you ask to prayer, cleanse what is need to be cleansed. And then you just bring the blessings and the wisdom and the health and the freshness of her to be with you. And this can be implemented in the daily routine. You don't need to go to specifically to a mountain to talk with the mountain, which is a different way to connect. When I go to the mountains, I stay 2 3 days there and just with my coca and just talking with them and feeling them and touching and kissing the stones. But there is a
Mm.
moments too that they just I'm home and cooking and peeling something. I say, thank you, you sharing your life with me. Now I'm becoming a potato with you, and we are one now. Right? Or even
Yeah,
because I like to do my number one outside. I don't like to do in the bathroom because
yeah.
it is so expansive, so freeing, and so clean, so clean. There is no better
Mm.
bathroom clean than being outside, in my opinion. And I
Yeah.
just acknowledge. I say, "Wow, I'm in connection now with the earth, the soil, and offering my waters to you, and you receiving and you make it grow life." You see that conversation that you are aware that everything is one, everything is holding you, everything is creating life, and you are part of it. You're not just receiving it, you're also giving, and you becoming that divinity with them. And those simple little things, right? Um,
Huh. You blow me away. So amazing. Yes, this is it. I love how you bring it so that it's available for everyone. That you don't, even if you're not living next to your sacred mountain, you can be conscious, be thankful for the fire and the water and the earth and the air.
Mhm,
And
mhm,
because we are connected to all of the elements all the time.
mm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And it's about becoming conscious and aware.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. And this
Yeah.
is a code in the Andes, the Alin Kausai. Kausai is the code of living, living consciously, living in the present time. And those little things that I just mentioned, when you are present, you really experience. And when you're taking a shower, even though it's cold water, you don't feel the cold water because you're feeling the connection with the spirit of the water. Wow, right? Because you're so present to the spirit. It's not about the conditioning of you. Oh, this is too little water. It's too hot. Oh, it's too cold. You are no. You are connecting with the spirit. So you live in the space of gratitude and presence, and that is the Ayin Kausai. When you are present to whatever is around you, and you immediately make it part of that. If I didn't greet the water, the spirit of the water won't exist for me. It will be just a water. But
Wow.
if I greet the water, the spirit of the water exists for me, and I have a relationship with the water.
Okay.
Do that.
Powerful. Yes, it makes the world come to life.
Yes.
Yes. And it's so simple. It's such a simple way to connect where all of a sudden you're in conversation. So step one is being present. Step two is being like allowing your heart to feel the gratitude
Yes.
for this connection, for being present, to be awake and aware. And
Yes.
now all of a sudden, when we're so present, as I feel right now in your presence, this breath I take, it's a miracle.
Mm,
I'm in a relationship with the air because I'm
yes.
present
Mm,
to the air
mm,
and I'm present to the warmth of the sun on my back
mm, mm,
and the fire. And I feel this. It's funny because the word thank you doesn't come close because it's a
mm.
feeling of gratitude that is so much bigger than words.
Yes.
Yes, feeling
Yes.
grateful for the relationship. Just like when we're in a relationship with a loved one, it's not
Mm,
about the words, it's about the feeling of us being
mm,
together.
mm.
we can feel the love between us, and all of a sudden it's an exchange, it's a friendship, it's a love affair, you know.
Yes.
The love I feel for water, oh,
Mm,
how all the ways that it gives to us, and that we are water, so we feel it outside of ourselves and we feel it within ourselves.
mm,
Yeah. And then the
yes.
earth I can feel under my feet, you know, and all around me. Like it's expanding my senses, this
Mm,
conversation.
mhm,
I can feel everything.
mm, mm,
Yes. And you bring this magical quality of allowing us to access the level of presence that you carry.
mm. Yes,
Mhm.
yes. And
Mhm.
this is the technology. This is the technology that each
Yes.
of us have. This is the ancestral, the ancient technology that we present with our heart, portal of our heart, allow it to feel, allow it to be present. So you, the alien causa, the well living, the conscious living, that we
Mhm.
exist to nature because we make it exist when we just pay attention and be present. Because everything is around us, all alive, available for us. But if we don't make it, the first step to make them, for me, my decision to make them alive and greet them, hello, you're here, I see you. So nothing happens until we do
Aha.
it.
Aha. And what I hear too is that this is available to people who live in big cities, because the plants are all around us, the air, the sun, the water. Even if we're in a place where it seems like it's, you have to go out to the country and you have to go to the wild places to access this, it's actually all around us all the time. It doesn't matter where you are. It's all
Yes.
it's all here. Yeah.
It's all of us. If we just go even deeper, it's in us. The water, the air, the soil, and the fire is in us. It's all in us.
So it's not about where we go, it's about where we are.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Mm, thank you for this beautiful presence that we are sharing ourselves, because it's our presence and our hearts talking and allowing to feel us and all of us who are in the circle. And and when we get to this point, of course, the frequency is high now. I'm pretty sure if we have a machine to measure, our frequency is high. So that itself is feeding and giving to what is around us, and we can expand it there. This beautiful space of gratitude and presence to our brothers and sisters who are in a challenging situations. Be able to have the implementation of the alien kausai, moonlight kausai, through the presence and gratitude is not just for us, it's for everybody.
Right. So that from this place of radiating, we can feel ourselves in presence, in love and gratitude. We can feel how big our fields have expanded, where I definitely feel like our fields are touching each other, even though we're so far apart. And it's just a matter of a thought to expand that to encompass the entire world.
Yeah. Yes.
I can feel it right now that we're holding it all in this space of love
Mm,
and gratitude,
mm,
and feel
yes.
that. Yes.
Mm, yes.
Mm.
Yes. Thank you, sister, for recognizing me, and thank you for allowing me to recognize you.
I really want to acknowledge this little being here too, because this wouldn't let me start until I went outside and collected this beautiful rose.
So beautiful.
So pretty, and she smells so good.
Precious she is.
The water, and yeah, she was just shining in the sun. Like this is, I completely agree with you. This is the communication. I am always listening, and this flower is like, you have to come get me before you start.
She's part of the conversation, shining as her
Absolutely.
beauty and everything that embody her. Oh, thank you.
Yes. And reminding us that, this element of beauty is
Mm.
part of it as well. It's a celebration of the beauty of the water and the fire and the earth and the air and the connection. It's the gratitude is this natural response to the beauty, the immense beauty that surrounds us
Yes,
and that we
yes,
are.
that we are. Yes, yes. How beautiful and abundant being we are in different ways. And when we just starting to walk and do listen our calling, right? Even you don't know what is the next step, but you know that's your calling. i- Life gonna hold you, life gonna carry you, and not the other way around that we try to do it. And you just when you surrender yourself, life just showers you in abundance in many ways. And abundance is not just money, abundance is everything what we're just sharing. This moment of like, be able to feel and connect and share and create and inspire and receive. This is our abundance. And this is what I, in Canada, actually, when we were in the gathering, the spirit said to me, this is the new currency of humanity, abundance,
Wow,
abundance.
that's beautiful.
And that's the way our ancestral communities live, because in in the West, everything has insurance, insurance for everything. A baby born, so they're already selling you insurance. It's a business for an illusion that make you feel that you're safe and insured, but it's an illusion. But
Yes,
somebody's making business for that, and so we're working, making money, sacrificing our freedom to fulfill the illusion.
yes.
And
Uh,
the,
I
the
agree with you 100%. It's just having people exchange money for a promise of safety. Yeah, for a
right,
feeling. Yeah, that's funny.
yeah. When in our ancestors, what they did, they live always in community, you know.
Ah,
Always we live in community. I live in a community, and there is a code, we call Aini, is a practice that the reciprocity. So if you're gonna be harvesting today, me as a neighbor, I'm gonna go to help you, and when I'm gonna need harvesting, you come and help me. So that is the exchange, reciprocity. See, if I need a help in my house, you come and help me, so I go into your house too. So knowing that you have a community that is available when you need, and you being available for them too, that is your sense of security and safety, that you know that you have a community that you can trust and lean and call for help. And that's our ancestors lived before.
right. That's the real
And
insurance.
that's the real insurance
Ah,
community.
powerful.
Simple ways. And what do we have as a community? The sovereignty to, to exercise the insurance policy between us, the sovereignty to celebrate and we rule our things. With that also, we have we don't access so much to the system because we are a community, an indigenous community. But we prefer to carry this sovereignty than go to the other way. Living here in this community really helped me. Here, for instance, we don't call it so it's our names. It's about aunt, uncle, mama, papa. Everybody calls away because we
Mhm.
feel like this is a big family. So
Uh-huh.
if your child is there, I'm gonna look after your child. If my child is there, you're gonna look after my child. And this is like a big family, and
Yeah.
this is that we as a community carry. And this is what it needs to be taken care, and it needs to be continue happening in society. And that's what the ancestral wisdom is bringing. And hopefully we resonate with this and find the ways in the society where it's more maybe not nature but big cities, we can still create that sense of community.
Yes. A
Hmm.
feeling like someone has your back
Hmm.
and that you're taken care of, and that when you need help, someone will come.
Yeah, yeah,
That's beautiful. So that's another layer of abundance, another layer
yes,
of these teachings that you're bringing, of being in communication and community with the elements, and also being in real community with each other. Real community, as in when someone is in need, you show up. Uh-huh.
yeah.
Another technology that's been
Another
forgotten.
technology. Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
Simple, simple, but is organically. Is it can last. All
Mm,
depends just the willingness of people who wants to do it.
okay.
Hmm.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of the Andes. When my friends and many people come here to the center, and they are just sense, you feel the sense of grounding. Is so much around that you cannot deny the energy that there is. It grounds you and makes you feel those relationships with the elements, with yourself, with nature, in a deep way and imprint in your body. And
Mm,
that's why it's this gathering that we're doing every year. We do the ancestral gathering here. This is
mm,
one of the callings that I receive, to bring elders from different parts of the world to sit together by the fire and be able to create the abundance. So we connect, we hear each other, we receive the transmissions, we heal each other, we encourage each other, and we walk together, no longer alone, and
mm,
bring the sense of community again in the, even with the ancestral communities. Because after what happened to us, when the invasion of the Spain people, the Europeans, um, ancestral communities is being pushed away and separated to survive, and hard
mm,
to trust. But now
mm,
we're coming together and bring together and be able to talk and heal and talk with our brothers and sisters and share, recognizing that this is different times and it's time to share and heal as a humans,
mm,
regardless with what community you come in, with what country you're coming. We're just humans. We're trying to have a better life and abundant
mm,
life, and recognizing that we have coming from the same place. This is beautiful experience that we do these gatherings with
mm,
different elders from different parts of the world come, and we enrich each other. um, we have brothers and sisters from different countries too to come to receive the transmissions, to heal. And it's not just about uh, who come to receive, also to give. Because when you're gonna come, Sarita, here, you come with all your prayers, your ancestors, your relationships, and all your
mhm,
wisdom to this space. So you also are transmitting that, your
mm,
presence, you're
mm,
transmitting and is receiving. Is the reciprocity, the Aini, you see,
mm,
the exchange. And that
mm,
itself is like a nurturing ourselves, helping us to grow. That's the importance of these gatherings. And our ancestors did it all the time. They did it. They have those visitations. They go into to the cities or the towns and have those gatherings, those rimanakois, those
mm,
talkings, conversations, and share and bring gifts and share. create memories, and then they come to us and we do the same thing. That's what the relationships were kept. That's why we didn't have the words and those conflicts before, because we carried that diplomacy of exchanging and visiting and bringing and sharing in
Mhm.
ceremony and celebrating too. You see, it's relationship, relationship, relationship.
Beautiful. And this creates this sense of family around the
Yes.
world. Yes, really, like the insurance policy is spreading out to different countries. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about the gathering? This is the gathering that's happening in September.
Yes, my
So
love.
would you like to share about that, the dates and
Yes, yes. This gathering gonna have three parts. The
Mhm,
first part gonna be from 15, 16 of September. We go into the glacier family. Is many mountains. It's a family actually. The husband, the wife, and the kids. The mountains.
mhm,
Is there is like a seven lakes there, and there is another big lake that, according to the elders, there were two lakes. One it was called the Lake of the Stars, and the other was called the Lake of presence, purity, and now
mhm,
those two lakes become one,
mhm,
and it's called Upis. And we're gonna go there to have a individual ancestral ceremony, which gonna be an initiation, which is activating your ancestral wisdom that you already carry, connecting with the wisdom of the Andes and the lineage of the elders who are going to be doing the ceremony in the glacier. We're going to
mhm,
spend the night there by the lake in a ceremony. And the next day we're coming back to Hampina. So there's 2 days that we're going to be in the mountain. The transmissions in Hampina are going to be September 22nd to September 18 to September 22nd, 5 days. In those
mhm,
5 days, what you're going to experience, what we're going to experience is coming together, all the elders sitting by the fire and receiving the transmissions and sharing ancestral ceremonies. Like we're going to have a microdose of Wachuma, we're going to have a Rupawasi Temascal or sweat lodge, as you call, and we're going to have the medicine of the condor. We're going to have the medicine of the with the cuyas, with the stones, with the coca, with the tobacco. We're going to be going to the lake to have a ceremony with the water and
mhm.
kind of initiation and blessing by the elders. Everybody goes in the lake.
Beautiful.
And then we're going to have a healing ceremony, ancestral ceremony, that we all is what I was saying, honoring their path and coming and embodying at that moment all together and do the healing and healing for all of us. It's gonna
Mm,
be a lot of music. We having elders from Brazil, Argentina, um, Canada. We have from Mexico. We have from Ecuador. We have from Peru. We have from Egypt. So all these elders coming together and bringing all their wisdom, I feel like this gathering gonna be from a lot of sweetness, abundance, and healing too. A lot of healing, but in abundance and sustain for each other. Doing this work for all of us and humanity, and with
mhm,
this, the elders gonna be sharing and transmitting the wisdom and technology that they carry. So whatever resonates with you, whatever you feel talks to you, you can bring it home and share and implement in your own way.
mm,
The ancestral wisdom also is not the one who wanna keep you in a protocol or in a ritual. Is a this I received in a recent trip that I went to with the water group to Puno, when we were in Pachatata. Is a mountain there by the Titicaca Lake, and
mhm,
the spirit of the space was sharing with me the ancestral wisdom. what he gives to us, what he share with us, the blessing and the gifts of the ancestral wisdom is to be the container, to share with us ceremonies for you to reclaim your spiritual sovereignty. So for you to choose your own path, for you to claim and build your own way to do your rituals, your ceremonies, your conversations, your rimanakui with the spirit. That's
Mm,
it. In a
mm.
open the space for you to reclaim your way, your sovereignty.
Okay.
So this is gonna be for 5 days. Then the next 2 days, 23 and 24, it's an option for you. You are called to have ayahuasca ceremony with sananga and rapé, which gonna be provided by the uh, elders from Brazil. And then we're gonna have the Wachuma ceremony, which gonna be provided by me. That's optional afterwards. So in total, there is with those two optional days, 9 days where
Mm,
we're gonna be just embarking in an emerging experience with the ancestral path, and you remembering and opening the ancestral seed that you carry within yourself.
mm,
Bring that to you and expand those seeds wherever you are. So it's just
mm,
to come together to remember. And what is special about this gathering is we're gonna be September 19 is the portal of 999, and and it's a circle, right? It's a conclusions of circles and opening new circles. So
mm.
that's how it's so special this, and we're gonna be also in a equinox September
Oh,
21st. So it's very powerful, energetic place and time to be to
mm,
for us to do in the inner journey in the ancestral path.
mm. Beautiful. Oh, it's so exciting. Well, I'm excited. I have every intention of coming and joining you for this. I really want to be there.
Mm,
My heart says
mm.
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I am so happy to. I know we're gonna celebrate and we're gonna enjoy your presence, my love. And I really make this invitation to all of you, brothers and sisters, light workers, that
Mm,
we are in this path. In order to grow, in order to expand, we must come back to the roots. And we must be expanding the roots and becoming aware, conscious that brings more life to our roots so we can bring more life in our expansion and growth.
mm,
And it's so important, these gatherings, not just this gathering, any ancestral gathering that is there. I will invite you just to go there. You're gonna be surprised in which
mm,
ways you've been taught and been taught, and how they're gonna impact your expansion, your journey. Um, it's so important to start looking the ancestral path because without that, we won't have a balance in this growth. And this is bringing a balance and the strength to keep growing and expanding as a humanity, recognizing and coming back to the origin to
mm,
understand, step up in this new transition of humanity.
mm.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Thank you,
It's
Mom.
been it's been a beautiful journey, my love. And I want to share with you tomorrow tonight I'm going to Lima.
Yeah.
There is a global work in Lima and Pachacamac. It's a
Mm,
very sacred place of in Lima. We are the Rainbow Bridge, the Rainbow family here. That we
mm,
bringing all the information from Hawaii uh, to Peru. As we know, Hawaii has Lemurian roots there, and the
mm,
Lemurians were all expanded in South America too. So now we are just connecting the dots and bring up the energy of the rainbow for this. times that we're living. And certainly we cannot do that if we don't heal our lineage, if we don't heal our ancestors. Again, we're going back. We cannot go forward if we don't accept or reach or deal and see the past. I'm so
Yes.
bringing this, be the channel, be the bridge for this to flow in a beautiful way. So I'm going to be doing that for 3 days.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh, I remember
Yeah,
the word, kuichi.
Koichi.
Kuichi, the rainbow.
Yes, yes.
We have a beautiful sister in Lima named Talia, who I've been speaking with, and I feel like I should connect you.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, she's really
that would be
lovely.
very nice. Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow. And you were mentioning about the group is 144,000,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's the code that we're going to be activating 1444441. Those the
yeah.
frequencies.
Whoa, amazing. Oh, well, perfect timing that this is going up tomorrow, just right while you're in this
Oh,
creation space.
wow.
Yes. Of course.
Because we just realized.
Yes. Well, that's always on time, right? We're always on time.
Yes. So you're gonna be with me tomorrow, my love. You're gonna be with me. I'm gonna bring the crystal.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, I have your crystal out here on my altar right now. Oh,
Yes.
we're so connected. I'm so grateful, Mommy. You're such a beautiful, beautiful soul. And I thank you so much for taking the time today for this beautiful sharing with me and with all of us. The gift, it's an incredible thing that when someone carries the quality of presence that you do, people around you have access to that level of deep presence just by being with you. And
Mm,
so I want to acknowledge you in that way, that I know that it's a journey. It's taken a lifetime to get to this place where you are, to cultivate this presence that you do. And just to let everyone know that this is a gift that all of us can cultivate, that blesses everyone who comes
mm,
into our circles. Just being able to be with each other in such a deep way, from the heart,
mm,
the way
mm,
you do.
mm.
Thank you,
Urpi,
mommy.
urpi yai son koye mamita. Yupaichani, yupaichanki. Yupaichani means as the elder from Ecuador, Burikila said. I recognize and I honor you. Yupaichanki is I acknowledge you recognizing me and honor me. So
Chani.
Yupaichani, Yupaichanki, Urpiyai Songo Yai Yai Yai. To all of you, my brothers and sisters who wanna be seeing and hearing us, Yupaichani, Yupaichanki, Ay Urpiyai Songo Yai. May you have a beautiful journey in life and may this transmission touch and spark the fire that you already have, the ancestral seed that you already have. And I wait you in Peru in this gathering in September. Here you're welcome to come to Pachamama Hampina Wasi. It's ancestral center. You're gonna be coming by Cusco, Peru. Reach us. We have our Instagram at Pachamama Hampina Wasi. My phone number is +51 98 28 90 876. Um, that is the phone number that you can reach. You also can reach my sister. My sister makes sure she will know how to reach me.
Yes, absolutely. And we're now able to connect as a family.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, my
And
love.
it's time. Okay. I love you
Thank you.
so much. Thank
I love you.
you.
I love you, Mamita.
Mwah.
Thank you so much. Thank you
I
so
love
much for this
you.
beautiful time together.
Yes.
Piyay
Thank
son
you.
ko.
Look
Bye
nice.
bye.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.